Alright, so let's go over the generic build guide.
Channel switched.
Get out of there. Do a race course. Okay. This uses four specters. Pledge of hands with summon skeletons. Chest piece with the Vismar raised specter, 4 of them with the boots. I have the Harbinger for this because I don't need alley weakness, but if I were doing alley weak, I'd just switch it over to a crystal belt. Harbinger gives you like Veil Haste like every 8 seconds or so. So that's a little bit better. Anime Guardian has Kingmaker, Victorious Flight, Lyric Cast, and then Ambush with Soldier's Gloves for increased life, and he has like 18k. Yep. I use Veil Haste just to go faster. 9 zombies. Chaos Gum because that's the only one that you really get the most out of, and yeah, you get like 17 plus the granite, you get like 42, which is nice. No charges. A little bit of evasion, and then res cap. Decent amount of regen, but I never really see my health spike down, so this is the build. We'll go through a build really quick. Map clear. It's not that bad for mapping, bossing. The idea is to use the specters for the single target damage, and then the mages kind of clear everything else. My arc is applying EE with 2 curses. I really don't want to go back after this, so I'm going to pick all this stuff up. Basically just drop a couple skellies and they'll finish off a pack, which is very nice. The specters I use are Cannibal Fire Eaters. They're found in bipedal maps, and they do like a flame totem skill that's kind of like Incinerate. It's the best spell damage specter I've seen for single target so far, but I could be wrong, but I like those. Especially the added cold buff. It helps them out a lot. I just sit here and I just hold down my arc. If you hold down an action skill, it makes your minions more aggressive, and they actually focus on actually like attacking something instead of just standing around and walking around looking confused. And it can be any skill. You can use it on curses or arc or summoning another skeleton, as long as you're doing something. That's a race course. So, that's the gameplay of it. The leveling is really easy. You can just do SRS until you're like map level, or if you get the 2 gems, start switching over to that. I'm hybrid. It feels a lot better with hybrid like that. What else? A bunch of damage, like flat damage, and then the jewels, of course. That's how you get like the most of, most out of your skill tree as possible. But basically just mind over matter. No more mana than that. That's fine, because like I said, your life never really spikes down below the 3k. You don't need this flash because you're using Ullers, so you want as much movement speed as possible. So I use the 2 increased movement speed Quicksilvers with increased flak duration, double curse, effectiveness, damage, a little bit of minion life. I think I'm pathing towards either this cluster or this cluster or this cluster right here. Next. I'm level 91 now. It was really easy to level with. Like I said, SRS is fine. Once you get the 2 jewels, switch over to mages, but they need to have Pierce and GMP in them to make them really effective. With the added cold now with EE, I think this is a lot better than the added chaos. So if you just have the specters doing incinerate, I put negative like 90% or so on them. It's like negative 89 right now. So that's pretty good. And that's for cold and fire, so they're already doing fire plus that plus the Ellie overload. I think that's pretty good. Discipline to proc the ascendancy, flame dash. You can swap this out for anything. I usually don't flame dash a whole lot, but I just have it just because. In your Veil skill, you can pop that out in and out for anything to use with your increased duration. But I like to go fast, so. And make Guardian with increased life, so it doesn't die, because the Kingmaker is about 80 chaos and hardcore. And then weapon swap for Desecrate whenever you're finding your Cannibal Fire Eaters in the bipedal maps. I don't take advantage of the Unholy Might in my chest because none of my minions really do physical damage. I'm not really worried about it though, because it's just 30% or something on top of the physical damage that they do. I could get physical specters, like the slash miscreations, but they're just too clunky, and I don't like using them. I also don't use convocation, so they kind of end up not being that good. That's about it though. Let me know if you have any comments, and I'll talk to you guys later.